Hello, 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 and welcome back to the channel, Christy Planning It Out, and I am Christy. Today, I am going to do a plan with me and my Hobonichi cousin for the week of April 21st through the 27th. We're keeping with the printable theme of Plan Ahead Printables. Um, that is a new to me shop that I found on Etsy. Um, Last week I had stated that I love to print, was on vacation, but finding out through Instagram there were some issues with Etsy and they had to close their shop down, and they will soon be opening a .com website. So can't wait till that opens, and all the well wishes to the owner. So I was on Etsy today looking for some kits, and I ran across this one, and this is Plan Ahead Printables, and you can find them on Etsy. And this is a beautiful spring kit, and I'm excited to get this down. So I hope you like my videos, and if you do, please take the time to subscribe, hit the notification bell. I would love to have you a part of my community over here on YouTube. I don't know if I ever said this in any previous. I am on, if you didn't come here by way of Instagram, I am on Instagram at Christy underscore planning it out underscore. It's all underscore. So you can check the cards for the links. So let's get this week started. Okay, let's get planning. So I went ahead and used some numbers that I have left over from how sticker come. We have so many that come in the kit. I had extra, so I went ahead and dated all my headers. So let's get those laid down. The foundation of the plan with me, the planner spread, excuse me. So I hope everyone has had a beautiful week, and if you celebrate Easter, I hope you had a beautiful Resurrection Sunday, a beautiful Easter, and all the things, and spending time with your family. We had a really low key Easter. I did attend church, but far as like we didn't cook the big meals, we are really focusing on slimming down things, and far as like buying extra stuff whenever possible. I did buy groceries today, um, but because we have to eat, and we have to eat intentionally. So, not to sound like a broken record, we're constantly trying to improve um, our eating habits, and it's becoming a family effort now. And so, we have to make sure that we have the right healthy foods available to eat, and not just eating what's fast, or because what's fast is not always good for you. So I've been eating salads a lot, but now I'm deliberately making sure that I cut out the carbs and low calories. So I did have a doctor's appointment this past week, and I lost 2 pounds. Okay, so this was a 30-day um, period between the last time I saw my doctor, and she wasn't, she didn't, she was encouraging. Like when I told my daughter, who who works out, like religiously works out, and she's like, "Mom, be happy that you didn't gain. That's the good part." And I was like, "Okay, 2 pounds." So I gotta work harder at it. And so I made up my mind that, you know what, these numbers were right here. But we have those laid down now, so I'm not changing them up. So the kit did come with numbers to be more careful. But anyway, so yeah, my daughter was saying I needed to be happy that I didn't gain anything. So I am, but my goal is way bigger than my overall goal. But my doctor had me set a short term goal, and it's 60 pounds. And so 60 pounds, she didn't put a time limit on it. She said because that's Everybody's body's different, and I understood that, but I have to. I'm a goal oriented person, so I got to come up with something. So anyway, that is what I have been working through, trying to make the best decisions, eating right. Um, it's just hard sometimes. It's not the easiest step, but I'm gonna keep at it. I'm not gonna give up, and I'm gonna just work through as best as I can with proper eating. But that's not my health and fitness video, and that's what I'm gonna keep that one for. I'm gonna switch over to this is my Avec Hobonichi cousin Avec, and Avec is the 6 month. It's 6 months in two books. So you get January through June in one book, and then July through December in the second book. So I had a whole Hobonichi, one book Hobonichi, or they're just traditional Hobonichi cousins last year, and I noticed it thickened up on me real fast. I like stickers, and I like decorating my journal pages and things and putting pictures. So I made the decision to get the Avec because I wouldn't be writing against a year's worth of information or having to keep up with leveling the book out as I write. So this is the house sticky with the houses and gate fence. I'm gonna use the umbrellas over here because that was not long enough to reach across. So I'm gonna lay that on this side. They're in the same color family. I don't think it's that big of a difference. So I'm good with the color being close to what I need it to be, and that works. So, but we do have double the stickers at the bottom, and so we're gonna double these up. I like the pink and white daisies and the polka dot. So I think because I did houses last week, and here's my completed spray. I did a farm barn last week, so I think I want to be a little different this time. And so we're gonna do florals. I sharpened my blade before I cut these, but I might have needed to turn the force up on my machine. So I took the suggested settings from the owner of the shop of this printable, but I might have needed to make it a little uh, the force. I needed to turn the force up just a hair, but it's okay. So I'm gonna do it this time. But lesson learned. It didn't cut all the way through with that setting. So I'm gonna take that and put that over here, back on the sheet. I'm gonna take this other side. I think these are so pretty. So last week while I was recording, it was a thunderstorm, and I'm trying to prepare for this recording my videos, and I looked at the weather. We are getting plenty of showers headed our way this week. So I think the umbrella is over here. It's very fitting for the week we're about to have. It's going to rain at least 3 out of 7 days, supposedly. We'll see how the weather switch up, but it looked like it was going to rain today. But for the majority of the day, the kids who were doing Easter egg hunts and stuff, it was perfect weather for that today, where I'm at. So, but definitely calling for rain. And I'm not mad at the rain because I might cut out all the sniffles, but I am sniffling. My allergies sometimes get the best of me, definitely. And so I take allergy shots. It's slash allergy slash um, eczema and Depictant. And Depictant works twofold. It is for it treat allergy patients with it, and also any kind of inflammation. So when you have allergies, you often have swelling that comes behind it, and the Depictant shot treats the swelling and inflammation, so to speak. And I've been taking that for about going on 4 years now. It has kept my eczema pretty much at bay. but it also helps me with my allergy, but sometimes I have to take something extra. So I'm putting this polka dot washi strip under the flowers to kind of anchor it to the edge of the page. And I'm just doing this part here. So yeah, the rain, this is gonna be appreciated by some and not appreciated by others. But I don't mind the rain because the pollen here in Virginia has been crazy. I've been here 10 years and this is one of the worst years I've seen so much pollen so many days in a row. Now having a day or two of pollen, like snowfall pollen, is one thing, but multiple days of it's just wild. So the rain kind of temper it down a little bit. It's not just flying in the air everywhere. And you're not constantly breathing in. I have even worn masks outside on certain trips if I'm gonna be outside for a while because it messes with my sinuses. It messes with my head, and makes my head hurt. So I try to drink tea, and this is my fault. So the thing about a printable, it's on you if your machine is not doing what it's supposed to do. And clearly, my silhouette was not silhouetting today. So I'm gonna put that down. Kind of clip this back and take that off. Okay, and get this edge over here. Okay. All right. Now we have our page framed up. We'll move this sticker sheet to the side. It was plenty of stickers in this kit, so I actually think these might have been bought separate, but they were right next to each other. So I just liked all the decorative pieces. So let's do this sidebar back over here with these boxes. They're flags, but they're gonna work. So here's a little scene. I'm gonna take up sticky paper or washi paper, sticker paper. Um, I think I found some on Amazon, but I'm trying to read the reviews and decide if that was a good enough. If there's enough reviews to say it's the right kind of paper. I don't know. It's hit or miss. Then I checked AliExpress, but AliExpress you're gonna wait, and I'm trying to race the clock because some of the things on AliExpress are not local to the United States. So, or I think majority in this particular washi tape washi tape paper that I saw, I don't think it's local. So I need to hurry up and make a decision before it may get here. Because I believe it's coming from China. These tariffs. And I try to avoid everything about talking about it, but it is what it is. This tariff thing is really causing pain and significant pain for a lot of small businesses that depend on manufacturing. And I really hate that they're going through that, and I really feel bad that they have to go through these situations. The other side of it, everybody that took a hit when the stock market hit a low a couple weeks ago, and it's slowly rebuilding, but it's still people, mutual funds and their 401s and things, their retirement, all being impacted. So that's not cool. So, make a long story short, I'm trying to find some washi paper, blank washi sticky paper, so I can print on washi sticker paper. So if you have any links or you know of any particular one, please share in the comments. I would love to take a recommendation. So I'm going to put down these habit trackers, and this is just because my Hobonichi cousin is an everyday carry. This goes in my work bag. It's pretty much with me everywhere I go. And so definitely when I'm at work, it's right next to me. So if I get a phone call, if I had to handle business on lunch, I have it available to keep track of things. So this reminds me to take my vitamins and I use it for vitamins and medication. I think 6 will be enough because I'm not cooking every day. Wednesday's usually a leftovers day where we just eat um, anything we had left over from the previous day, couple Monday and Tuesday. So I'll list that there. Let me actually move that down, and so I can put a label there. Let's see. We can pick that back up. I need to get some undo. I really need to get my hands on some undo. Um, because the way these stickers, this sticker paper does not like to come back up. Now let's get into this week. We have 3, 6, 9 bows, and I like cutting the page in half, but I'm going to use some pictures, some deco, and get some of these pretty flower scenes. This is like a flower market, curbside flower market, and I'm good with that. We can put that down here. I'm gonna keep it over in the calendar part because I'm not too concerned about the evenness. This is our easel here with flowers, plants. It is super pretty. I like the vibrant colors. That reminds me of a plant stand I have in my house. I don't have a double side one, I have a single side one. It's still nice though. We have some tulips. This is Friday. I'm gonna put some on this side. Let me put this umbrella on Tuesday because definitely it's supposed to rain Tuesday. So let me lay that there, and I can put that towards the top of the week, top of the day. And the doors, I'm gonna slide that over here and put it over the weekend because that'll just be my layout. So we got 1, 2, 3. We have a up and a down. I'm going to use some of these stickers for appointments. So let's start here. This blue. There's an appointment tomorrow morning because I am recording this on Sunday night. There is an appointment on the 24th. Put this over here so I remember because I'm not doing it. I just need to keep in mind what time the appointment is. And this day is, I have this day off. My daughter's having a procedure, a surgical procedure done. And of course, they're not going to tell us to the day before what time she has to be there. So I had to take the whole day off so that I know that we'll be there and ready whenever they call us or tell us what time it is. These strips here, because I want to divide the day out at 12 o'clock. And my doctor's changed the medication time for me. And so I have to get used to taking that medicine at that time. So I used to take the medicine around 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning before I left home or before I went to work. And now she wants me to take it at 11. So I'm not used to it. I've been doing it for a couple of days. Today I remembered at 2 o'clock I was supposed to take it at 11. And so there's that. So I need to make sure I'm giving myself some kind of reminder. I put it on my phone, but sometimes you can ignore your phone really easily. And I needed to write it in. I needed to give myself someplace to be accountable. So I am going to write it in on the calendar. 11 o'clock medication. And I still do my daily Bible study Monday through Friday. So that's that part. Let's put these down. We have some icons here. Um, Garbage day is on Wednesday as well. So we put this down. I put the flag down. Yesterday was my youngest grandson's birthday. He turned 3, so I got to FaceTime him and talk to him, the little rascal. Um, he hadn't gotten his present yet from us. So somehow, in between the last time I told you about my grandson, he got a hold to the box that the gift in. So we bought this monster truck ramp and monster trucks that go from dirty to clean, and they go down the ramp and they go into the water. And he picked it out, so he knew it was coming because we went shopping virtually on Amazon. So I am a proponent of I'm not buying something that won't get used or not wanted for my grandchildren. I mean, if it's Christmas, that's different, but it's his birthday. So uh, we we were online shopping, and I let him pick out or let him tell me what he wanted. And so he had an idea of the things he wanted. And when he saw this, he knew exactly what it was before I even told him, before his mother said anything. Anyway, so his brother's birthday is in March, and at the end of March, March 30th. And then his birthday is April 19th. Well, this Gigi thought it was smart to send both gifts at the same time and hoping that the parents would hide the gifts appropriately. Well, somehow my daughter is 5'2" and nothing is short people. I am taller. I'm almost 6 feet tall. So I don't even know, both my daughters are 5'2". I don't know how that happened. Anyway, she can't reach high spaces in her house unless her fiance is there. He's taller. But when the boxes came, she attempted to hide the gifts and didn't do it successfully. And my grandson likes to climb, so he got a hold to the box. He got a hold to the box very recently, and managed to get a hold of the box. So when she found him opening the box, she took the toy out and hid it again. So all he had was a box. So he was living vicariously every day until his birthday with this box. So yesterday, when I was on the phone with him, Bryson goes, Gigi, I get my gift. And he was just trying to say, literally, he was actually just trying to tell me he got the box, but he can't play with the toy. And I said, oh, you haven't gotten your birthday gift. So he didn't have a full-fledged party. They had a cake and ice cream and then a trip to Chuck E. Cheese. And that's totally fine. So, and I was wondering, I said, so let's see, you haven't gotten your gift yet. Let's see if your mama gets your gift. And so she went and got the gift and she put it, connected all up. But the point is that he was playing with this box for the last couple of days because he got a hold to the gift again. And I think it was just torture to him that he couldn't play with the gift that he knew was in the house, that he had picked out, that had been in the house since before his brother's birthday. Now, mind you, he just turned 3 yesterday. He is a little old soul. And I'm amazed constantly by the things he comes up with. So he is full blown entertainment. So we have an appointment on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Put that right there. Friday's good. Saturday is just gonna be a home. I don't think. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing none. I know I might do some laundry, and I know I'm definitely gonna do some vacuuming. We should be um, doing some dumpster runs soon of like stuff that we're gonna get out this house, boxes that didn't go out on the recycle and things like that. Um, so we have a recycle center that's real close that we can get rid of some boxes, but they don't take styrofoam is not recyclable, and All this stuff that comes in packages has a lot of styrofoam, so we need to go to the dump. Um, I have no control of that sometimes, or unaware that that's how much styrofoam you can collect. So um, we have to do that soon. It's just time to really get down to nitty gritty and start boxing stuff up. My husband is very particular about how he moves, how we move, or when we relocate. Everything needs to be in the box. Everything needs to be labeled, which is appropriate because go figure, I'm Christy from Christy Planning It Out. And I literally plan everything out. So last week I put together a planner. Well, I got a planner for my birthday. And of course, I have plenty of planners already in use since the beginning of the year. This planner that I got, I looked at it and I thought about it for a couple of days. It really made sense to use the planner as a moving planner. So I created some tip ins and a cover sheet, and that is officially our moving planner. I might, if you're interested in that, let me know. But it's totally geared, set up for relocating out of the state and moving cross country. So I live on the East Coast, and our plans are to move to uh, back to Texas. That's a big undertaking, and it has to be done strategically. And that's the plan, to make sure we dot our I's and cross our T's on every turn. And it's a home purchase involved, so it's definitely something that needs to be planned out appropriately. And I try to make sure that I'm accounting for everything, make sure everything's taken care of. My youngest daughter, who's at home, um, is disabled, so I have to. She has a lot of appointments and a lot of doctor's appointments, and she's very high functioning, but we have to make sure that we keep track of everything that she needs done. So I definitely have to stay on top of everything. And this surgery she's having Wednesday is to see if she is a candidate for the Inspire CPAP, and that's where they put the mechanism inside your chest to help control the muscle that moves to open up your airway when you sleep, because she has sleep apnea. And her sleep apnea is caused partially between hereditary, and then the other side of it is that she had um, a V flap surgery done when she was younger, and the V flap surgery was to help assist her with the ability to speak because of a submucous cleft, and that's where the inside of her mouth, the roof of her mouth was so high up she couldn't put her tongue to the roof of her mouth. Like if you were to take your tongue right now, you could touch the inside, the roof of your mouth. She couldn't. So they had to do multiple surgeries to correct that, and she would lose a lot of air out her nose that was intended to go out her mouth. And so with that flap, the flap is consisting of the muscles. They had her tonsils, and we had her tonsils and adenoids taken out, and then they took her tissue of her throat and split it so that the air wouldn't go straight up her nose. But in turn, that same issue is the reason partially why she has sleep apnea. So they're going to see that if she's a candidate for the Inspire, because she struggles with wearing a mask at night. My daughter had over 40 surgeries in her lifetime, and she's 24 years old, and she has an innate trauma with masks, which I can't blame her, because it was me, I probably would be the same way. But it's people that have issues with the CPAP mask and never had that many surgeries. So I understand and I get it. So we tried like over 5 or 6 different type of masks, and none of them were successful. And so we're really hoping that she's a candidate for this procedure, so that she wouldn't have to wear a mask, but she definitely needs to be able to have assistance when she's breathing because of the severity of her sleep apnea. So I never talk about my daughter because I don't want to. I don't want to just put her business out there because, like I said, she's high functioning, and I respect her privacy and everything. But she's my rock star. She's my baby girl, um, and I'm just trying to help her, being her father, trying to help her be successful adult and help her with transitioning to being independent. And so those are things we work through, and that's why it's so important for me to have everything organized. That was pretty much the onset of when I became a planner. Is she was my fourth child. I had three at home when I had her, and then she had the health issues and things of that nature. So it took a lot of organizing to get um, to get through some of those situations in the very beginning. It got a little easier as she got older, but whereas it was a whole type of different issue, it was physical. Now it's a mental, and it's reassuring, and it's just all the things that come involved in this day and age when being a young adult. I'm going to fill in some information for my week. Let me do the pen first. I have to check out the color of this. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna put it here, and I'm just gonna do it like that because I want to write in it's a surgery day. All right, and 9:30. And let's see. We do Bible study at 7 o'clock. And um, work in the office this day. So and it's supposed to rain. Hopefully it start raining after I get to work. I hope so. Really, really do. And we have trash day. I just want a yellow, a faint yellow there. And that's 062. I can tell you that color because that is a newer marker. So trash day is just to make sure that my husband gets all the trash out of it. We get all the trash out. This our midweek pickup. We also have another one on Friday. And I won't forget that. I have a different icon that I can use for this pen. Don't want to write on that.
A few moments later.
Also, I want to add my TV listing. Now, my daughter told me about a show I'm gonna have to watch on on Paramount. She said Good Fight. Literally, she said Elsbeth was on The Good Wife, Dan was on The Good Fight, and then Elsbeth got her own show. So that's what I'm gonna start watching this week. Elsbeth was not a new show last week, so hopefully they come back this week. Madlock, I believe, must be ready to head for their season ending because This everything is unraveling there, and then Tracker. So those are the shows I'm watching. I'm finishing up the book Freedom McFadden's Crash, and then I need. Let me tell y'all, I've been slow listening to um, Onyx Storm. I need to finish that, but so my reading has been kind of slow because I've been in training. A lot of times while I'm at work, I'm in accounting and billing, and I listen to my books while I work because I had to have some noise and I had to have noise that I'm not engaging with. So the easiest way to do that is to listen to a book because I can't talk back to a book. But if I listen to my neighbors that surround me talking, I would definitely be distracted. So I am listening to Freedom McFadden. I've slowed down greatly because I've been in training for the last 2 months. Hopefully, I get to pick back up soon. Sometime this week, I'm gonna finish up Onyx Storm as well. That's the plan. Get it back on my radar. So this is how this week turned out. I like the spread, of course. It always starts off sparse and then it fills in. But so this is how we're looking for next week. I like this kit. This is a printable kit by Plan Ahead Printables, and there's plenty of leftover stickers here that can be used in the dailies or what have you. But I really am excited about how this turned out. I appreciate you stopping by. I respect your time and I thank you for spending time with me as I planned out this week. I hope if you like my videos, please hit the subscribe button, or if you are already a subscriber, hit the like button. I really appreciate that. Share the video with a friend, a family member, and um, let me know what you think. Let me know what type of content, if you made it to the end of this video, what type of content you're interested in. I am on multiple journeys within my life at this moment, and I plan to bring on different type of content, but I'm just getting started and we're just hitting like maybe 2 months of actively posting videos. So I would love to hear your feedback and I appreciate your time. I'll see you in the next one.